Hi everyone, welcome back to A Sky Full of Stars, Interstellar Focus Episode 4. So in short, Akito's relationship with Hikari and Saya is not going well, and it's because Akito wants both. So he feels that Hikari and Saya are both part of his family, and if you remember from the original A Sky Full of Stars, so first, Akito lost his parents at an early age, and two, for most of his childhood life, he lived with his grandfather until he died, and even though his relatives are his legal guardians, it's more like Hikari and Saya helping Akito, taking care of him, and actually being with him. And Akito really wants to keep it that way forever. So anyways, putting that aside, we are now at the Mako Academy, and this is the last Six Stars Club meeting before the start of the summer holidays. And it's also where the third year students, so Hikari, Akito, Saya plus Honoka, will be retiring from the Six Stars Club. So the junior members, Korona, Hinami, and I forgot the last person, and more, they're working on ways to attract new students and get them to sign up for the Six Stars Club. And the current plan is to create this training manual where it teaches these new recruits what astronomy is about. And they're trying to make it more exciting so that someone not as smart like Hikari will be able to understand it. So the going plan is to make it game-like per Hinami's request. So Honoka's like, game? So make it game-like? And it looks like Hikari is open to the idea. So Yamada-san shakes her head. So it's going to be a trendy escape game. So Honoka's like, well, I did hear about it, but I've never participated, so I don't really know the details about this. Well, I sometimes do it at the amusement parks and event venues, so mysteries and hints are hidden in various places in the venue, and it is a type of game where you actually walk around and solve mysteries. Okay, so like a mystery game, like... So the theme or the title of this game is going to be Escape from the Galactic Empire, the Dangerous Albireo Princess. So basically, let's see, a convoy helping the Albireo Princess, who is being pursued by the Galactic Empire and escapes from the Milky Way galaxy. So for Honoka, she feels that, well, this kind of theme is magnificent, but I wonder what exactly this is about. So we're gonna make it like a quiz game, so a astronomical quiz, says Korona. Korona explains briefly. So basically there'll be some story that's going on, and partway through you'll get quiz questions, and if you answer them correctly, then you'll be able to proceed and move on to the next part of the story.
なるほど。クイズに正解するために調べたりするうちに天文知識が身につくというわけですね。
So I see. So basically, as you progress through the adventure or the story, you are learning astronomy by answering the quiz questions. Okay. So in a sense, it kind of fuels interest in astronomical science, and well, it's also good to have some kind of story.
脱出ゲームなら謎々的なものの方がいいのですが、それでは新人育成の趣旨に合わないので苦渋の決断です。
So basically, if it's an escape game, then it's better to use riddles, but then again, riddles might be too hard for new recruits to understand, so it was kind of a tough decision, says Hinami.
いかがですか、ひかりさん。
So, how is this approach, Hikari-san? Says Honoka.
いいよそれ、面白そう。完成したら私もやらせて。
Okay, so that's very interesting. And when it is completed, let me take a look and let me try it out.
やったね、ひなみ。
So it looks like this idea is a go, and Korona's happy, and she's like, hey, look, I did it, Hinami.
やったね、コロナ。
Yeah, good job, Korona, says Hinami.
よく思いつきましたね、こんなアイデア。
So it is interesting that you were able to come up with this kind of idea.
ひなみんが考えたんです。ね、ひなみん。
Well, it was not my idea, it was Hinamin's idea, right, Hinamin? And Yamada-san shakes her head. It's like, oh, I wasn't the one that came up with the idea.
これは部長からいただいたアイデアなのです。
So actually, the idea comes from my bucho, which is aka Akito.
そうなの？
Really? Says Korona.
部長とコメットガール先輩たちは子供の頃天文クイズを出し合って知識を身につけていったんだって。
So when Bucho and Comic Girl Senpai were little kids, they often shared astronomical quizzes, and that's how they learned astronomy.
そうなんだ。ピカリンたちそんなことをして遊んでたんだ。
That's right. So Pikarine played with other people.
へえ、あの惑星観測ノートをつけていた頃ですか？
So was it around the time that you wrote that observation journal?
まあ。
Yeah, well, says Hikari. Hikari glances at me, and suddenly an old tale comes out and it feels awkward.
本当に3人仲が良かったんですね。
So in short, I feel that you three were really close, says Honoka.
まあね、昔の話よ。
Wait, no, that's past, says Hikari.
じゃあこれで進めてみますね。
Well, anyways, so let's proceed with this.
はい、頑張ってください。
Well, please do your best.
それにしてもタマキン来ないね。早くこれの話したいのに。
Okay, so that third person is Tamaki, and Korona's like, well, you know, I've been waiting for Tamaki, and she has not shown up yet, so it's kind of hard to continue our discussions without her.
天の川先輩も最後の会合なのにどうしてしまわれたのか。
And I also wonder, so Amanagawa Senpai was also here, and she's not here right now, so... And on that day, so the final meeting of the third year students is over, and basically the Seisen Girls did not show up.
本気星先輩、さようなら。
So, Hokiboshi Senpai, see you later.
気をつけて帰るんだよ。
So be careful when you go home, says Hikari. And when I left the school building, Hikari is giving farewells or goodbyes to all of her kohais or underclassmen at the bus stop. So basically, let's see. So we still have to talk with Yamada-san and discuss the idea with Korona and friends. Well, of course, it has been a year. And now Hikari looks at Akito. Yes? Well, go ahead. I barely greeted her because our eyes met, but the awkwardness did not diminish. But I have to talk properly, and if I miss today, then I don't know when we'll meet again. So basically, there's no more Six Stars Club meetings for us to get together. And when I think so... So, can I ride with you on the bicycle today? Hikari called out to me. Okay, says Akito. And So, I am a working student, and the bus fare is quite expensive, so I usually come by bicycle. So, I'm trying to save up my hard-earned cash. I don't make a lot. Well, so I want to ride on the back. And we see Hikari. Hikari, who sat on the bicycle or on the carrier stand, went silent for a while. And I don't know how to cut out the story, and the two-seater bicycle slowly moves towards home. So in this position, we can't see each other's faces, but thanks to that, the awkwardness is alleviated. So Hikari may have intentionally wanted to go by bicycle. Okay, so now Hikari talks to Akito. It's like, hey, yes? So whatever I said before, can I take it back? So can you forget about it? Well, I want you to pick me. The voice I hear from my back is anxious, and I doubt that it really is Hikari speaking. And it's always bright, and even when it's dented, it's the Hikari that I know who does laugh and is cheerful. So Hikari means light, always bright, and now she's quivering. I want to go back to the usual Hikari, and I want to do what I say. Well, don't take it back. So you can't, or I can't just pick Hikari, so I can't really... Well then, so I'm fooling around with Akito. So is that okay? Well, I hate it, but I can't help it. And I definitely don't know what to do. But then again, if it's Hikari's feelings, I have to accept it. Well then, so I guess this is goodbye. Well, come on, so say something. Well, if you do say goodbye, well, I guess that's how it's going to be. Oh wait, no, so that's not right. Then, so pick only me. Well, I can't do, says Akito. Well, you are selfish. So what are you going to do then? So I'm not going to answer if that's how you're going to be. Well, I think it's good for a moment. However, if you do such a thing, you'll continue to bind Hikari, or I will. And like I tie up Sai because I didn't read the love letter. Okay. So let me put it on hold while you continue to hold me on the bike.
しょうがないな。駅に着くまでだからね。
Well, I can't help it, says Hikari, so I have to be like this until I get to the station, the train station. Hikari puts her head on Koten, well, I'm not sure what that means, and my back. And the weight and heat come close to my chest, and she seems to cry a little.
ねえ、あんなこと言って本気でできるって思ってるの？
So Hikari's like, well, do you think you can really do that? So do you think it's impossible? Says Akito.
うん、当たり前じゃない。アキトはできるって思うんだ。
Yeah, because I think it's awkward and not natural. But I think Akito can do it. Well, to be honest, I am not confident. And this is not about whether I can do it or not. It's about what I want to do. And even if it becomes impossible in the future, there's no need to let go from now on. And even if I graduate and we part ways to different universities, well, then maybe we won't be able to meet like this now. And I can't imagine how our relationship will change after that.
本当にダメになる日まで無茶を続けてみようって？
Well then, so let's continue like this, so being unreasonable until the day when it really becomes impossible to continue. Well, maybe we can stay together for the rest of our lives.
私たちにできちゃうかも。
And I wonder if we can do it, says Hikari. And I could hear something sledged, but I could not hear it well because of the sound of the bicycle chain. Hey, so what do you say?
なんでもない。
Nothing, says Hikari.
ねえ、止めて。
Oh, so stop here. Okay, so Hikari gets off the bike. Okay, there you go. So Hikari jumps onto the loading platform. And, oh, so you got off my bicycle.
ああ、返事？そっか。自転車乗ってる間だけ保留だったわね。
So for the answer, well, it is on hold only while I am riding your bicycle. So I want to hear what you say now. So you're not using your energy to pedal.
でも私、駅までって言ったし。おまけして、もう少し待ってあげる。
But I told you to go to the station, so I'll give you a bonus and wait a little bit longer.
ところで、今さやはどういう気持ちでいると思う？
So anyways, how do you feel about Saya? So for Saya, well, I don't know. And I haven't seen her face since then, so... And I think she's angry at me.
そんなの私だって同じよ。 でも分かっちゃうんだな。
But you know,
親友だから。
so I'm kind of angry with you as well. But then again, I understand because I am your best friend, says Hikari. Well, how do you feel then?
教えない。
Well, you tell me, says Hikari, or maybe I won't tell you.
そのくらいわかるでしょ。この7年の間、あの子の一番近くにいたのはあんたなんだから。
But you know, so for the last 7 years, we were really close to each other. Well, I think Hikari's mentioning Saya. It's like, well, you and Saya have been really close for the last 7 years. So Hikari moved at one point, and she also went to South Asia to see her father's train adventures.
アキトの思い描く理想のハーレム生活には、あの子のハートを射止めることが重要でしょ。
So for the ideal harem like what Akito is envisioning, it is important to shoot the child's heart.
それまで、私の返事も保留しといてあげるわ。
Well, until then, so I'll put my reply on hold. Really?
そんな嬉しそうな顔しないで。私はあの子がなんて言うか聞きたいだけだから。
Well,
両手に花なんて贅沢は許しません。
so don't be happy yet, because I'm just waiting to hear what she says, or what Saya says. And I don't know the luxury of flowers in both hands.
っていうか早く行け。あの子、絶対泣いてるわよ。
But anyways, so go to her. So she's probably crying and she's probably upset. So go help her and cheer her up. Okay, so I'm going to go then. So I started, let's see, pushing the lightened bicycle with the feeling of being light.
ああ、行っちゃった。本当に分かってんのかね。
So now that Akito's gone, Hikari's talking to herself and she's like, well, he did leave, and in short, I don't really understand.
光先輩。
And someone's calling out to her. So Hikari senpai?
うわー、タマちゃん、なんでここにいるの？
So Tamaki happened to be lurking nearby, and she calls out to Hikari. It's like, oh, Hikari senpai? And then Hikari's like, wait, so Tama-chan, so you were here?
ぐする天の川先輩をどうにかなだめて、今家へ返したところです。
So I just sent my senpai, so Amanaga senpai, home after calming her down.
そうなんだ。大変だったわね。
Oh, that's right. So it was hard.
さや、どんな感じだった？
So what do you say to Saya? Says Hikari.
何があったか聞きました。それで、天の川先輩の辛い胸の内も。
So I asked her what happened, and it seems that Saya is suffering, or Amanaga senpai, and she has a painful chest.
あっくんは本当は光が好きで、けど私がかわいそうだからあんなことを言い出したのとか。
So it looks like Saya said to Tamaki, well, Akun likes Hikari. Well, I'm sorry, and I had to say that.
はい、その通りです。
Oh,
わ
so
かりましたね。
Hikari's guessing, it's like, oh, so that's what Saya said to you, right? And then Tamaki's like, yep, it was on the lines of that. And I understand.
まあね、伊達に幼馴染やってないからね。
Well, you know, there's a reason why I am her childhood friend, so I pretty much know Saya in and out.
そっかそっか。じゃあやっぱり、あとは秋人次第ね。
Well, that's right. So I guess it's all up to Akito then.
もしさやの気持ちを理解してなかったら、あたしらの青春もジエンドだわね。
Well, if he does not understand Saya's feelings, then it looks like his youth will be the end.
いいのですか？光先輩は空見先輩の提案に怒っていらっしゃったと聞いたのですが。
So, is it okay? And I also heard that Hikari senpai got angry at Sorami senpai's proposal.
どうかな？わかんない。
Well, really? Well, I don't understand. Or
実は冷静になって考えてみたら、案外いいアイデアなんじゃないかって思えてきて。
But then again, on second thought, so after I calm down, I think it might be a unexpectedly good idea.
3人で付き合うのがですか？
So basically, a trio couple or a threesome.
だって私、さやたんのことも大好きだもん。
Well, you know, I like Saya too. So, Saya's cute and...
天の川先輩が心底羨ましい。妬ましい。
Well, I envy Amagawa senpai from the bottom of my heart. And, well, actually, I'm jealous.
それに、さっきあいつの気持ちを確かめたんだけどさ。ちょっとグラッときちゃったのよね。
Well, I just confirmed his feelings and it was a little jarring, wasn't it?
どうせダメになるにしても、ダメになるその日まであがいてみようじゃないかって。
And even if it does not work anyways, let's try to get up until the day when it really doesn't work because of all the technical and legal issues.
世間の常識程度があたしら3人に通用すると思うなよってなっちゃったよね。
Well, you know, I don't feel that the world is accepting of having a threesome couple. Or basically, it doesn't make common sense.
でも、簡単に納得するのは悔しいから、ちょっと意地悪しちゃった。
But then again, it kind of is frustrating to be easily convinced, so I'm a little crazy.
お、バス来た。それじゃあ私あっちだから。
Oh, I'm sorry, so it looks like the bus came, so I'm going to be on my way.
駅は逆ですよ。
Wait a minute, so this bus is heading the other direction, so...
いいの。今駅に行ったら、あいつらと鉢合わせしちゃうかもでしょ？邪魔しちゃ悪いから、今日は遠回りして帰る。
Well, it's okay, so if I take this bus, then if I go somewhere else, I might be able to intercept other people and meet them. So it is bad to disturb me, so I'll just take a detour today.
じゃあね、たまちゃん。さやのことありがとね。バイバイ。
Well then, so Tama-chan, so thanks for the information about Saya, so bye-bye. See you later.
はい、さようなら。光お姉様。
Well, goodbye then, Hikari Onesama.
前から思っていたけれど、やっぱり変な人たち。
So, as Hikari rides off, Tamaki's like, well, I have been thinking about this for a long time, and it really feels that these people are quite strange.
後輩相手になんで話しちゃったんだろう。
So, it looks like Hikari is starting to warm up to the idea of Akito taking both Saya and her. And also in this episode, they mention the observation journal. So that was the notebook that Hikari, Akito, and Saya wrote together. And the love letter. And both of these were mentioned heavily in the original A Sky Full of Stars, especially on Divergence Route A. So it was a way to show how deeply rooted to astronomy Akito, Sai, and Hikari are, as opposed to the other club members at that time. So for Narie and Keisuke, Noriko, and maybe Honoka as well. So anyways, we're going to Saya and she says, so what do you tell to my kohai or underclassmen?
思い出すと顔から火が出そう。
So when I recall, a fire will come out of my face. So involuntarily, I covered my face with both hands and crouched.
でも誰かに聞いてもらって少しだけスッキリしたわ。
But when someone asked me, it was a little refreshing.
3人で付き合おうか。
So the idea of going out as a three couple.
そんなことが本当にできるならとっても幸せだよ。
And if it is possible, then I'll be happy. Well, above anyone else, I don't really hate Hikari.
と思う。多分きっと。
Well, I think, maybe I am sure. And while saying that, I remember the feeling of haste when I saw Hikari kissing Akun, and it might be impossible.
それにあっくんがああ言ってくれたのは私が好きだからじゃないもん。
And then Akun mentioned that, not because I like it.
本当は光のことが好きなのに私に気を使ってくれただけなんだよね。
Well, I really like Hikari, but let's see. It was only because she took care of me.
そういう優しさってかえって辛いんだよ。
And that kindness is rather painful. And while muttering, I am depressed again. And then I noticed the sound of the bicycle approaching from behind. Okay, so Akito went to see Saya. And it's a sound I know very well. Oh, so it's Akun. And I wonder what Saya will do. And I didn't look back and search for a place to hide. Okay, so I'll just hide and not be discovered. And I braked on the way while riding the bicycle on the road that leads to Saya's house. And I came in a hurry, so I stopped my bicycle and adjusted, or basically caught my breath first. And then I spoke to the telephone pole. So, Saya? So I think he knows that Saya is hiding. And the utility pole does not reply. No. So I talked to the person who is hiding behind the telephone pole. So I think Akito knows Saya's actions. She is kind of scared and afraid, and in usual Saya logic or Saya action, she will hide behind a telephone pole. Well, I know that you're there, so I can see you hiding. Oh, so Saya's bad at hiding. Well, I guess I noticed it with the sound of the bicycle when I came, and Saya didn't even check this, and hurriedly jumped into the shadow of the telephone pole. However, because it's a long road with no obstructions, so Saya is visible, even when she tries to hide.
ただ恥かいただけだった。
So basically, there's no place to hide on this long stretch of empty road. So Saya comes out with Well, I'm just ashamed. Sai comes out with an idea.
何かよ。
So, for something? So what do you want? Okay, so please raise your face.
やだ。
No, thank you. Or just no. Sai is so down that she can't do it anymore and does not look at me.
私、帰ってお母さんの手伝いしなきゃだから。
Well, I'm sorry, so I have to go home and help my mother. Well, at least just show me your face. And wrap around in front of Saya trying to escape. Well, I haven't seen your face for days, and I'm lonely, says Akito. Well, Saya?
アキト君の顔を見たら、私、きっと超怒るよ。光がしたみたいに、パンチするかも。
Well, when I see Akun's face, it's going to make me angry, and I might end up resorting to just a punch like Hikari. Wait, are you angry with me?
当たり前じゃない。あんなこと言って。
Well, you know, it was kind of unnatural for you to say something like that.
最低だよ。アキト君の顔なんて、もう見たくない。
Well, it kind of feels like science fiction, and I don't want to see Akun's face anymore. Wait, Saya? And the attitude of the desperation, trying to push me away, it's painful because I know how Saya feels. Well, I don't know how to say it. So any words that sound like lies or repairs to Saya's ears. And the first star's already shining. So he's trying to change the topic on Saya. It's like, oh, so I see the stars coming out. So it's evening. And he manages to get Sai to look up. And during that time, he gives Sai a kiss while Sai's looking up at the stars. And the moment our lips touch each other, Sai is suddenly taken and hardened. And I gently squeeze Sai's hand while kissing. Sai said something, but I can't say anything because my lips are blocked. And here we get a zoomed out shot. So after doing so for a while and tasting a kiss, I slightly lifted my lips.
ずるいよ、こんなの。
So you're very sly, as usual, says Saya. And I wanted to convey my feelings that they're serious. And I like you, Saya.
アクのしてること、最低の女たらしだよ。
But you know, what Akun is doing, it's really bad to... Or basically, it's really derogatory to females. And while saying that, Sai closes her eyes. And I put my lips on top of each other. And the setting sun illuminates the two overlapping people, and the long shadow grows. And we didn't stop kissing even though we are already feeling well. And to feel the loneliness of the days I could not meet and the feelings of passing each other. So we both have feelings for each other.
好き。アク。
Yes, that's true, so I do love you, Akun. Sai whispers with a sweet, melting voice. So where are we now? Okay, so now it's the beginning of summer vacation. And the heat is going to max intensity and the sunlight is mercilessly shining. And we have Kotarou. So I think now Kotarou's like, I'm hot.
Kota-chan, ohayo.
Okay, so now that it's summer holidays, everyone is out of their school uniforms, and we can see Saya in a really cute yellow dress. And she's saying, "Oh, good morning, Kota-chan."
Yoshi yoshi, kyou mo ii kara ne.
So you're a good boy today. I am, says Kotarou, and I like it when Saya pets me like this.
ねえねえ、知ってる？私、彼氏ができたんだよ。
Hey, so, do you know that I now have a boyfriend? Yes, so?
ね、あっくんもね、彼女になったの。
Well, it's with Akun, and he accepts me as his girlfriend. Ooh, okay.
いいでしょう。
So, hey, isn't it good? So, Akito's inside the convenience store working, and he looks out the windows like, wait a minute, so... Does Saya feel hot? So she's outside in the bright sun with Kotarou. So Saya has been playing with Kotarou outside for a while now and doesn't try to enter the store. And with Hikari, I rush into the air-conditioned store, or if it is Hikari, she would just barge in, saying, "Oh, it's so hot," without waiting for 5 seconds. And Akito can see Saya's cute appearance, and he sees Saya through the glass. And it's making Saya blush.
初々しい反応してくれちゃってな。
So such a fresh reaction, was teacher Miharu. Wait, so why is Sensei disappointed? I can see Miharu looking down.
別に。ああ、何が3人で付き合うよ。手塩にかけて育てた教え子がこんなインモラルに走っちゃうなんてね。
Well, nothing in particular, but I wonder what's going on. So what's with this idea of a threesome date? And I cannot believe that my former students would end up like this, going into some kind of immorality.
私が担任してた頃なら学級裁判にかけて吊るし上げてやるところだわ。
Well, when I was in charge, I would hang it up for a class trial. Like, if I was teacher, then I would prevent this from happening. I would issue discipline and such. But then again, Miharu's not teaching, so she's lost that kind of authority. Well, class trials are usually done by students, and the teacher is basically non-intervention. So basically, maybe like hold up a class vote on, well, what's best? What should we do?
なの、どうにでもなるわよ。竹あたりをつつけば、私の言いたいことを手挙げて全部言ってくれるでしょ。
Well, it can't be anything, and if you keep sticking around the bamboo, you'll be able to say everything you want to say. Hey, do you want to manipulate the psychology of the students in a convenient way? And there's also a terrible homeroom teacher. And I don't want to keep hearing Sensei's complaints, so I just go out to pick up Saya. Okay, so hello Saya, and we can see Saya looking all upset.
あっくん、おはよ
Or more like she's embarrassed. Akun, so good morning. Sai keeps stroking Kotarou and does not raise her face.
なんか照れちゃうね。今までとそんなに変わらないのに。
It's okay, so I'm just shy and it's the usual. Hehe. And Sai continues to stroke Kotarou. So, I wonder if Kotarou can feel that something is not right with Saya. Well, I know she is shy, but... So, I also don't like Kotarou because I'm being stroked too much. So I wonder who Akito's talking to.
ごめんね、コタちゃん。
Oh, so I think he's saying to Sai, oh, so you know, Koto-chan is also very shy, but he probably doesn't like it when you stroke him too much. And that's why he's looking down. And Sai's like, oh, I'm sorry, Koto-chan. It's okay, says Kotarou. And when Sai finally stands up, she slams the hem of her skirt. And the fluttering dress looks great on the cute Saya.
光は？
So anyway, so what about Hikari? Well, not yet. So the meeting time has already passed. And wait, so did she miss the train again? Well, anyways, so it's hot, so please come in. Well, okay, I guess, says Saya. Hey, so what about me? Says Kotarou. Hey, Kotarou, so don't make a noise. So you're gonna cause a nuisance to our customers. And I feel that Kotarou complained about, well, so you're going to take Saya into the air-conditioned room, whereas I stay out here in the heat. So I could see one of the twin tails from a distant shadow. And it's just a state where you hide your head and don't hide your tail.
あれで隠れてるつもりなのかな？
So I wonder, is she hiding? Well, it is kind of like what you did the other day, so what Sai did. And Sai is sick when I say it with laughter.
余計なこと言わなくていいの。光。
Hey, you don't have to say anything extra, so... Hikari?
見つかっちゃった。
Oh, wait, so I am caught. Hikari slowly appears. Hello, says Hikari. Oh, so what's with this kind of greeting, says Akito. Hikari comes over, playing with her twin tail hair with her fingertips. Okay, so looks like this is a good place to stop for this episode. So we'll see how this 3 venture continues. So on the other side, it looks like Sai is kind of warming up to the threesome idea as well. But she's shy and gets quite embarrassed, and it's like, well, it kind of feels weird that I'm going out with both Hikari and Akito, or Akun. But then again, I kind of admire Hikari because she did help me a lot when we were little kids. And basically, Hikari helped Saya deal with her shyness. And also, I also find interesting that this time Kotarou does not get too overly excited about Saya being here. So, if you remember from Saya's route in the original A Sky Full of Stars, Kotarou can't get too excited that he jumps all over Saya to the point where Kotarou gets pet hair all over Saya, and it means that Akito has to clean Saya up. But anyways, with that in mind, let's see how this threesome adventure continues next time.